Hello, John Bloodworth, Gentleman Crafter here with Card Sketch Challenge number 32. This time around again I've got some dies with various coloured cardstock which I've chosen based on the decorative paper that I'll be using on the front of the card, and this is from the Making Memories pad by First Edition. Now the large piece is 6x4, so it's not actually marked on the printable layout that you can download from my website gentlemancrafter.com, but it basically matches the size of the card that I'm using. I'm going to smooth that down with a bone folder just to make sure it's fully adhered all the way across, and then I will start sticking the other layers. For the dimensions, they're all listed on the download that you can get from my blog gentlemancrafter.com. And that also includes a picture of this card for some inspiration as well. I'm just sticking them all down with bookbinding glue, which is a low moisture white glue or low moisture PVA glue, otherwise sometimes called quick tack. There's all these fancy names. So this piece is going to go across the width of the card. Of course, if you're doing this landscape, then it will go across the height of the card. And now for some die cutting. I'm basically just going to die cut the sentiment from the dark blue card, which I've chosen based on the fact that it appears in all three of the decorative papers that I've got going on here. Then I'm cutting three versions of the larger wider petaled flower, and then cutting multiples of the feathery petaled flowers. They're all Sizzix, they're all by Tim Holtz, they're distressed flowers. On the actual layout it shows three circles, so although I'm using flowers here, you could of course use cogs for a more, I don't want to say masculine themed, let's say more steampunk themed. Or footballs, or whatever you fancy really, or baubles for a Christmas card. So as you can see, although circles were listed in the layout, you can actually adapt this layout for many different occasions. So the dark layers of the flowers are on. I'm then going to attach the sentiment, which on this occasion I've put as love, but again you can change this to be according to whatever celebration you are celebrating. And the flowers, tiny bit of shaping, not too much, just basically squishing them up in my hand with the end of the pokey tool, which is nice and bulbous. There's a random word we don't use often, bulbous. Now for the flowers, I'm basically just sticking them in layers, working largest to smallest. I'm just trying to give them a bit of a twist here and there, just to vary the layers, so it doesn't look like I've just basically cut and paste. And then when we get to the smaller flowers, the centres, sometimes squidge out glue, so to avoid that getting on fingers, I'm just using a pokey tool and the tweezers to push them down. Because we're working fast with the layers as well, you can put the dots of glue on all the flowers and just work in batches of layers. And then to finish up, I am going to use gems on this one, and I'm choosing those again based on the colour that appears in all three layers. So again, it's that dark blue, which I think works quite well with that sort of subtle fuchsia pink. Yeah, getting all those back in was a job. Anyway, that's card number 32 done. Nice, quick, simple. I look forward to seeing what you make in the Facebook group.